Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode 169 of the Level Up program, day number 10 of the brown belt level. If you're new to the program, this is all about learning how to shoot the dice and practice a trend betting-based system. And if you're playing along with Crapsee today, the code is Z5G2M3. And good morning, CRC Kevin. How you doing? Good morning, Coach Joe. We're going to get one shooter in at least today. Good morning, SJ. We're going to get at least one shooter in today, and then I'm going to take a couple minutes out here, guys, and I'm going to do something that I normally do not do. I'm going to have a monologue. I'm going to have a gripe session, and I want to make sure that everybody is listening in chat, and that I have quite a few people listening along and watching the show before I do it. So we're going to go at least one or two shooters before I get into this gripe. Something that I normally don't do, but hey, we're going to continue on. This is Friday, so this is my choice of what I want to do. I don't have it set, for whatever. We're going to go with our normal throwing thing position. We're going to go with stick left one with the Yuri grip and the par style toss. Good morning, Marble Fork and CCC. And we're going to go with the 3-2-3-6 dice set again, and we are going to be analyzing those dice because remember, next week we're going to be adding in the George from CY matrix, and that matrix is going to tell us what we need to do as far as our dice sets are concerned based off of what our throws are showing. Good morning, Jen. So if you guys are just joining in, again, like I said, make sure you hang in there, guys. We're going to go through one or two shooters, and then I'm going to take a timeout, and we're going to do a gripe session. And this gripe session is probably going to be about 5 to 10 minutes long, maybe longer. Might be the end of my show today. Might be the the beginning of something new. So let's see. So we're going to go $25 pass line bet, $5 craps check, 555 on the ATS. And we're going to go all bet set. I've only had 3 practice throws today before we started. Good morning, Carlos. So I had 3 practice throws before we get started today, so bet accordingly. And we're going to go dice out. Dice landed tight together and they split apart, but we have a 5-1-6. That would be the mixer. So that'll be our first point for the day. We got a 5-1 mixer, and that's going to allow us to go to the 220 inside bet level. So we're going to go with $50 on the 5 and 9, $60 on the 8. We're going to pick up $35 pass line odds. And we're going to call that all bet set. We're going to try to get one hit here, and then we're going to regress down to the 154 inside bet level. 3-2-3-6. And the gripe session that I have coming up, guys, I actually wrote out a script last night when I was at work on break. Because this is something that's been bothering me really, really bad lately. We have Magic Aces, 1-1-2. Again, does nothing for our bets, but that does do something for our Crapsee, for the ATS. So I got to go back and update Crapsee or KPI because I forgot to engage it. So we had a 5-1-6 and a 1-1-2. So luckily I caught this in time. So we got a 5-1-6 and a 1-1-2. Perfect. So we're going to set the dice, and we'll call that all bets set then. 3-2-3-6. Dice out. Hit the mixing bowl just slightly, and we got the 6-2-8 Duracell 8. Go out and support live craps. Make sure you guys give those thumbs up to hopefully me if I deserve it, and to all the other channels that deserve it. Make sure that you get those thumbs up. Every little bit of help and support that you can give us channels does help us in the YouTube metrics world. Good morning, Randall. And that was an 8, and that was a hit, a box number hit. So we're going to come down on our bets. We're going to go to the 154 inside bet level. So that's going to be 35 on a 5 and 9, 42 on that 8, and we were going $15 in pass line odds. And again, we're going to try to take one hit at this level, and that'll make us whole. That'll make us at the break-even point, so we can come down on this shooter and go to 66 inside and play for free. And that'll cover all of our ATS bets, our pass line bets, our inside bets, and any of the craps checks that we are throwing out there. So all bets set. 3-2, 3-6. And we got a 5-3-8. 8 is a really strong number with this dice set, for me at least. I know the 6s and 8s are strong for the 3V, but for me, I've been throwing a ton of 8s. So what happens here now is that was another box hit. That's going to allow us to come down to that 66 inside. And guys, if you didn't see Jacob from Wager Me This, about 2 or 3 days ago, put out a video about going with higher bets in the beginning and getting to that break-even point faster. So that way, hopefully what you can do is actually start building upon your profits at the table, and then you're on that free roll, so it's not as scary to start pressing your bets up then, if you will. So we are at 66 inside. It's 15 on a 5 and 9, 18 on an 8, and we're not putting anything on the 6 because the pass line bet is covering that. We have 114 brought back to the rack. We have 88 on the table, so we are now in profit on this shooter. So the thing that I need to consider now is, do I want to start trend betting the bets up right away, the inside numbers, or do I want to pick up that 4 and 10 before I start trend betting up? Put it in the chat, guys, what you think. What should I do? Should I pick the 4 and 10 up first and then start trend betting, or should I start trend betting to get ahead a little bit and then maybe pick a 4 and 10 up as we go? Dice out. Whoa, terrible throw. I hit the mixing bowl. We got lucky. And by lucky, I mean we got the mid-mo-yo 6-5-11 Chiro. And that again helps us with that ATS. So that does nothing for our box numbers. So we got 3-2, 3-6. 16 people in YouTube watching right now. We've got 7 people playing along in Crapsee. We'll go all bets set, dice out. That left eye stuck, and we got a 5-2-7 ouch. So what we at? We got 16 people watching on YouTube. I think that's enough to get my rant started here, guys. By the way, we won $26 profit off of that shooter. So, good morning, Freedom. So I been seeing some trends on YouTube, and this is my script that I'm going to go through, guys. I wrote it out last night. It's 12 pages long of very large, sloppy writing. But the reason I wrote it is I want to make sure that I go through and I cover everything, because this is a very, very difficult subject for me to talk about. So this is the script. Over the past few weeks, I've noticed commentary by a few of us during our live streams. Sometimes it's a little digs towards others without using their name, even though the majority of us know who the comments are directed towards. Other times, the content creator comes out and directly mentions the accused offender or offenders' names. I'm here to say this shit needs to stop. So my YouTube channel historically has been about documenting my journey from complete novice to where I'm at now. And I've tried as much as possible to remain neutral and to stay out of the political hot topics. Many of the offenders, including myself, are people that I consider friends, but I'm asking you to just stop. Stop worrying about somebody going live too often or hosting too long of sessions. Stop worrying about people copying your content. Stop cyberbullying others. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, and tablets. Cyberbullying can occur through text, apps, social media, and yes, through video content and the chats associated with it on YouTube. Cyberbullying includes sending, posting, sharing negative, harmful, false, or mean content about somebody else. Yes, what many of you are doing is considered a form of cyberbullying. It makes you no better than some of the people in the chat that we all comment about. If you have a problem with somebody or something someone has done, keep it private and address the person directly. Talk to them privately about the YouTube drawbacks of going live too often or for too long. If they choose to ignore you, oh well, it's their channel that suffers, not yours. Talk to them privately about copying your content and ideas. Just like Craps, most ideas have been done already, and we are taught by the YouTube experts to find out what is working in our niche and to do the same as what's working in that niche, but adding our own twists. After all, if you are as good as you think you are, somebody copying your ideas should not be a threat. Just do it better than them. Make changes to your content to make it even better and blow them away by providing quality content. That's page number 5, by the way, guys. Just stop. We all love the game of craps. That is why many of us have become content creators. That is why when somebody goes live, 70% of the people in the chat are the same ones in all of the other channels' chats. It's been said, and I agree, that the craps community is the smallest yet the most involved community in YouTube gaming niche. We tend to support everyone else who is putting in an honest attempt at creating quality content. We take pride in being better than most of those other communities. But if we continue to be negative and calling people out and stuff like that, we will soon be like those other niches, cold and non-inclusive. Now, 60% of my awake time and most of my REM cycles, it's kind of a joke, but really not, is occupied by something related to craps. So I'm thinking about what content to do. I'm watching, supporting other craps creators, and I'm trying to perfect my dice shooting and trend betting strategies. This is a lot of time spent on craps. And I know for a fact that there's others in the community that spend more time than I do. I consider the folks on both sides of this hot topic to be my friends. A few of them I talk to, I chat with or text on a regular basis or even an occasional basis. And I know that I will be ruffling some feathers, but I am done with just sitting back and listening to these digs. Most of whom I am talking about will know that I'm talking about them. I mean no disrespect, and I mean no ill intention towards you. I just ask to please stop. Now going forward, I hope that everyone heeds my advice. I hope that a change in behavior and verbal comments only helps strengthen our community and our friendship. I hope that you can take this for what it is, a friendly reminder that we are no better than the next. That if we just stop doing the negative and start doing the positive, that we will grow as one community. I have a few times in the past considered not being a I've considered many times a few times in the past not being a content creator because of the negativity, and it's just not worth it. Since starting my YouTube channel in April of 2021, I've earned a total, and this is as of last night, a total of $476.23. I know for a fact that a few other major content creators in the craps niche have also considered quitting because it's just not worth it. My Craftsmaster journey is very important to me, and it is my daily live streams that keeps me committed to constantly trying to improve my hobby, my craft, my passion to playing craps. The transparency that I show, I hope, is obvious to everyone that I want this journey to be able to share to all. I look forward to watching your chats and interacting with everybody that's in my chat, as well as the other channels' chats, because I consider the majority of you guys my friends. So now that I've spoken my thoughts and I've shared my concerns, let's move forward together and stop tearing others down. That's my 12 pages, guys. I have been listening to this for a few weeks, and there's a few major offenders. Guys, stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Let's all work together. Let's all build this community together. You know, this is about the community. You know, we are about promoting everybody else. We are about trying to help grow the different channels. Every channel has a different subscriber. A lot of the channels, most channels have the same subscribers, but there are different subscribers on all the different channels. Let's get these different people to all the other channels. Stop tearing, stop digging, stop whatever. So that's where my rant stops, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the support. And let's keep rolling here, guys. Okay, let's get back to Crapsee. Let's get your bets in. I'm going to go $25 on that pass line bet, $5 on the craps check, $5.55 on the ATS. This is going to be shooter number 2. Thank you, Alfredo. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, say CCC, Carlos, Marble Fork, SJ, everybody that gave me comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, okay, here we go. All bet set. 3, 2, 3, 6. Let's see if I can focus after the rant. No. Dice up. And we got a 5, 3, 8. Again, the 8 is strong number today. So 8 will be our new point. And we're going to go with that 220 inside again. So that's going to be $50 on the 5 and 9. That's going to be $60 on the 6. We're going to go with $40 in pass line odds. We'll go $35 pass line odds, pardon me. 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. Good morning, Ada. And good morning, Alfredo. And good morning, Uncle Hoku. And we got the 2, 4, 6, 2x4. So that'll be our first hit for this shooter. So that's going to be a collect and a reduction in our bets down to 154 inside. 3 kilo, good morning on Crapsee. Good morning, Michael. So we're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go to 154 inside. Again, that's going to be 35 on the 5 and 9. That's going to be 42 on that 6. And we're going to go $15 on pass line odds. Good morning, Red Eye on Crapsee. All bet set. 3, 2, 3, 6. And this week, overall, and even though, guys, we've been using all these different throwing styles and grips and, you know, every day is something different, we've actually been throwing some pretty decent numbers this week. Last week was a rough week. This week has been, I'm not saying smooth sailing, but it's been better. We've had some semi-decent rolls, and there's another 6-5-11 Minboyo Chiro. Good morning, nuts and bolts. And that is, it'll give you a same bet on our box numbers here, because that was a number that was outside of the box number. So we'll go all bet set. Looking for another inside hit here, so we can come down to that 66 inside bet level. And again, remember, I'm preparing to go down to Juliet, Illinois in 2 weeks. So that's why we're going to this $15 table. We got a 4-1-5. Both of the dice came down. They bounced to the left, so that means my wrist was twisted slightly when I released the dice. It means it was twisted to the right a little bit. And again, watching the reaction of the dice tells you a lot about your throws. And Marble Fork says, I hope that those who needed to hear what I said actually listen. He's been feeling the same, and he's not a content provider. I can guarantee you that a couple of the people that I was referring to do not visit my channel, and a few of them do. So hopefully it gets out. I'm sure that that rant will spread around for a few days, and hopefully it does not come to bite me in the dupa. But guys, it's what I feel. It really is. Let's come down on our bets. We're going to go to 66 inside. We're not putting anything on the 8 because the pass lane bet covers that. 3-2, 3-6. And all bets set. Here we go. Dice out. And we got a 3-2-5 back on that 5. That would be the Michael Jordan, as Alfredo calls it. 2-3-5. No field 5. He calls it a fever 5. And I'm not even analyzing the dice today. I don't know why. I told you guys I was going to do that, and I probably should be doing that because I need to prepare myself for next week. Because once we get to that dice matrix from George from CY, you really need to analyze the dice results so that way you know how to move through the matrix. And it's a pretty cool setup that he has on that. So that was a hit on the 5. We're going to press the 5 and 9 up to 25 each. So we're bringing $1 back to the rack. We're going to put the rest back on the table. 135 brought back to the rack. 108 on the table. All bet set. And we got a 5-3-8 once again. So that the 8 came easy. We've been throwing quite a few 5-3s. Normally it's the 6-2, the 8 that comes up, but the 5-3s are coming up today. And remember, with that 3V set, the 1 and 6 are the axes numbers here. The 5 and the 2 are the axes on the right die. So what happens is, if I look at this, that left die was a primary there, and that right one was a was an implode, which is what my dice has been doing quite a bit lately. Good morning, Dusty One. Good morning, George. So Jenna's saying that she thinks it's more important to analyze betting than shooting at the group meetup. I do agree. I mean, obviously the betting is going to be very, very important to analyze because you're not going to be shooting that much. I know the last time I went down to Chicago or Juliet area, I was there for 5 or 6 hours, and I got the opportunity to shoot the dice 3 times during that whole period of time because there was a lot of good shooters down there. By the way, that was our point that we hit there. So betting is extremely important, but I want to make sure that I go through and and make sure that I can actually do my shooting at the table and make the changes needed to help lengthen the roll. So we're going to go down to $15 on that pass line bet. We're going to go $3 craps check. Box numbers are turned off. All of our ATS bets are intact yet. And all bets set, dice out. And we have a ace deuce Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3. So that is a pass line loser on the come up, but our craps check covers that. So we're in a good position. That also helps with that ATS bet. So again, we're going to go $15 on that pass line. $3 with the craps check again. We have 166 brought back, 101 on the table. 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. And we have the 6-2 Duracell 8 go out and support live craps, and that is every one of the channels, please. Guys, if you're just joining in, I just got done with a rant a little bit ago. We have 28 people watching right now, which I think is the most I've had watch me on my live stream. So welcome everybody, and I appreciate everybody showing up. But when we're done today, make sure that you go back probably about 10 minutes into the video, and you will hear me go off for about 5-10 minutes straight. So that was an 8. That is our new point. That is the same point as what we had. We're going to go up to $30 on that 6 because we got paid out on that when we hit the point. So we got $30 on the 6. We'll go $15 pass line odds. So we have 163 brought back to rack, 125 on the table. All bets set. My next hit now, is going to be hoping to pick up that 4 and 10. George, I didn't know that you were sick. I hope you get better. And we got a 639 center field 9. So that's the first center field 9 that we've shot today. First 9 period. Normally with this dice that I've been throwing at 5-4 if a 9 does show, which is that Big Mac hard 9. So that's going to be a $35 win on that one. We're going to pick up the 10 for $20. So we're going to buy that 10 for 20. So we'll do a little collect and a little press, or a little bit pressure on the table there. 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. Yeah, we got the ace deuce again. 2 and 3. Alfredo sauce. And again, that does nothing for our bets. We already hit that for the ATS, so that was a wasted throw for me. Let's, guys in the chat, please not use names for things or problems that we're having here, guys. Please don't do that. To defend John's point, John may want to be the director of all channels, but John has the best intentions in mind for the craps community. So just kind of leave it at that, please, guys. So that was a 3. We're going to go all bets set. And dice out. And we got the 5-1 mixer. Look how tight up against that back wall that dice is. It did veer off to the left, so I'm not happy about that, but the energy was that it brought it back to that back wall, so it didn't bounce around a ton. And that's going to allow us to go to $42 on that 6, so we're going to drop another $5 we'll drop another $10 in pass line odds. So we're going to go to 42 on that 6, and we're at 25 in pass line odds on that 8. 3, 2, 3, 6. And this is shooter number 2 for the day. We'll go all bet set, dice out. And they bounced off that back wall a little bit hard. We had a primary hit here, 4-4, hard 8, square pair. So both of the dice landed upside down essentially, but they stayed on axis. I do not like that, not a problem, nuts and bolts. I don't like the action that they came off the back wall there. They came off pretty hard, even though they came to rest pretty fast. And that was our point again. So we're gonna go stick with that $15 pass line bet. We're gonna go $3 craps check. And 278 brought back 145 on the table. All bet set. Coming out. Looking for a new point. Still on shooter number 2. And we got an ace deuce come out again. I think that we did that on our last come out here. So it's a 2-1-3 Alfredo sauce, and our craps check covers that. That's why we do not work the come out, guys, and we do use a craps check or a world bet or something that help cover those craps numbers. So we got 3-2, 3-6. And again, we're going to go up with that $15 pass line bet, and I'll bet set. Nice out. And we got a 5-1 mixer. That's another common number today. I think that's the third one we've thrown. So our new point is now 6 instead of that 8. So we're going to move that $42 that's on the 6 over to the 8. And we're going to go with $25 pass line odds. Now, I was watching Alfredo's show last night, and he was talking about kicking himself in the butt a couple times because he was not doing odds on the pass line. He forgot to put it on there, I think, and he hit the point, so he didn't get paid out as much as he should have. That is something I just started recently doing only if the point is part of my numbers that I'm betting, if you will. So that's kind of what I've been doing in that. Okay, thank you, George, for the suggestion. And we'll go all bet set here, 3-2, 3-6. Ace out. And we got a 5-1-6 again. So we hit that point right away, buckshotted it. And that is why we take pass line odds, especially on those inside numbers. But that's going to allow us, hey, we're going to pick up that 4 right away, guys. Once we get a new point established, we made enough money to pick up that 4. We have 326 brought back to the rack already. So this is definitely a profitable shooter. And we're getting to the point now where we can really start building those bets up and bringing a lot of money back to the rack. So again, $15 pass line. We're going to go $3 craps check. And you know what, guys? Let's do a field bet for $15 here because the last 2 come-outs we had a field number that showed up. So all bet set. Just going on a whim here, trying to make it a little bit more trend-based, or shooter-based, I should say. Dice out. And that was a little bit hard off the table, guys. I lucked out again. Again, same result on a come out. 2-1-3, Alfredo sauce, ace deuce. So that was a good decision on that field bet. Let's parlay that puppy. No, we're not going to parlay because our second throw is always a 6 or an 8 coming up. So let's take that $15 off. Consider that a micro win. Our craps check still intact. We'll go back to $15 on that pass line. 3-2, 3-6. And all bets set. Still looking for a point. Good morning, puck off. I believe it's Danny is puck off. Danny. And we got a 6-5 Minmo Yo. So this is a pass line winner on the come out now. And we lose that craps check, which is fine, but we still have the ATS intact. So we'll just go right back up on that craps check for $3. We're looking for that 2 and 4 for the small. We're looking for the 10 and 12 for the tall. So we are close to getting that ATS. We are on roll number 18 here. So we'll at least get the 20 on this shooter, 20 rolls, minimal. And all bets set. Good morning, Lou. Nice out. If you guys are just joining in, make sure you go to about minute mark number 10 when we get done here. And we got 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. That is my first 314 today. Those have not been showing up nearly as much as I used to have them show up. I used to have those show up all of the time. So we're going to go to $42 on that 6. So we can bring that back up so it's up to the level that it needs to be at for my trend betting. So we got 365 or 356 brought back to the rack. We have 184 on the table. And nowhere but upwards to go here. And all bets set. It's out. Ooh, that was a little bit weird. It went over to the left side there. Again, wrists must have twisted or they came off the wall. Weird. That was a 2-2, by the way, guys, not a 4-2. So 2-2-4. And that was our point. So we buckshotted the point right away. So that was 1, 2, 3 points so far. So hopefully we get another one and we can start working on that fire bet. That would be kind of neat. Something that normally does not happen for me is that fire bet. 3, 2, 3, 6. Sticking with that $15 pass line bet. $3 craps check. Again, we're going to $15 field for the first roll at least. And I'll bet set. Nice out. And we got a 6-2 Duracell 8. 8 will be our point once again. Definitely a strong number. Let's check to see how many times we've thrown that today. And we get it entered in Crapsee first. So we've thrown 7 8s today out of 26 rolls. That's all we are in 26 rolls. Wow, that was not that many throws here, but the 8 is definitely the strong number today, and the 6 at 5 rolls. So we're going to take that $42 off the 8. We're going to go with $25 in pass line odds. We're going to put $20 by 4 on there. So now we're covered all the way across. We have 353 brought back to the rack. We have 187 on the table. 3, 2, 3, 6. All bets set. They landed tight together and they split right apart. But we got that 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend way on that end, Daddy Joe. So where are we at here? We got the 10 for the ATS. All we need is midnight. We need OMC craps, midnight, and we need the ace, our magic aces on the other side. We already hit magic aces once today. We have not got OMC craps midnight yet. So we're close here, guys. It's doable. It's possible. Let's see if we can hit it. 3236. And all bets set. Yeah, we got square pair, heart 8. Again, on axis, primary hit. Both of the dice are looking at the belly side there. I do not like the way that bounced off the back wall, though. Again, a little bit high energy for me, for what I'm looking for at least. So that was the 8. We hit our point again. So we've hit that 8 point. How many times? That's a repeater win, by the way. I think the 8 was the point 3 times. I think it was 3. It was either 3 or 4 times so far, just on this shooter alone. $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check. Everything else is turned off except for the ATS bets here. All bet set. Let's see if we can pick up one of the bookends here. Face out. We landed right on the base of the wall there, guys. We get the 5-1 mixer. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. My understanding is that, if I heard correctly, he should be coming back hopefully in November sometime, back to the stateside here. And I hope he comes back sooner than that, and I hope that he comes back safely, guys. Awesome guy. Thank you for supporting our country and fighting for us. We're going to move that $42 that's on the 6 over to the 8. We're going to put $25 in pass line odds. 434 brought back to the rack. 187 on the table, and all bets set. Here we go. And guys, unfortunately, we got that 5-2-7. Ouch. That would be Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So I think we're going to wrap it up right there, guys. We had a very, very good roll. That was a 24 roller. We had a 6 to start with and a 24 at the end there. Let's go through our statistics here. By the way, I made $247 off that last shooter. Good morning, Clay. So dice results, we had 2 shooters today, a 24 and a 6. We only got in 30 rolls today because of my 10-minute rant. So make sure if you guys came in late, you get in there. SORs at a 15, SRRs at a 15. We had 2 7-outs, no come-out 7s today, which is unusual for me. Box numbers are expected. Inside numbers are a little bit above expected. 4s and 10s are low today. Come-out 7s, non-existent. Horns high, fields low, hardways low, and we were on a light side play today. Guys, thanks for joining in today. Thanks for following along on a consistent basis with me. Thanks for helping support my channel and all the other channels that are out there. I hope that everybody has a great and safe weekend. Make sure that you check out John's channel, the Casino Gaming TV, for his coffee and craps in about 1 hour. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Enjoy and be safe.